Paper number 48. Now in this question numbers 1 to 5. Now the first 5 questions if you observe here, మరి చెప్పండి ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ వస్తుందా సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీనా? ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ వస్తుందా? ఎందుకు ఫస్ట్ చెప్పండి? Now square table in general will be the first priority, and square table, and if all the persons at the corners are facing towards one direction, center or one direction అయితే ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ. కానీ ఇక్కడ అలా కూర్చుంటున్నారా? Isn't it? That direction is not given, and so the directions of these persons were not given, and so definitely under దేని కింద వస్తుంది? సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ. Circular arrangement, some inward, some outward, it comes under that category. Okay. Then next one 6 to 10. Mas 6 nunchi, now 6 and 7. Cheyachale the first priority and must be under the first priority. Tell me what is your answer in this case and the relation between A and K. Now K is here and A is here. Which element is common between these two? R. K lesser than or equals to R, and in the same way, now the relation between A and R, A lesser than or equals to R. That is R greater than or equals to A. Together. Hence between K and R, K and A, two opposite symbols, no relation. And next one P and H. The relation between P and H is here and P is here. Which element is common here? R. R is common, R greater than P, and at the same time here R greater than H. R greater than H means H lesser than R. Hence again between H and P, two opposite symbols. No relation can be drawn, neither one not to choice for. Saripenda sixth one, and sixth one it is choice for. Seventh one. Then coming to question number 7, the relation between X and S, X is here and S is here. Now tell me which element is common? W is common. S greater than W and X lesser than W means W greater than X. Saripenda redam. Now between S and X, S greater than W, W greater than X, X greater than X is true. S greater than X means X lesser than S is definitely true. And coming to the second W and T is here and W is here. Which element is common? N. Now T lesser than N and W greater than or equals to N means N lesser than or equals to W. Now between T and W, T greater than W, W greater than T. Hence both the conclusions are true, both 1 and 2, choice 1, question number 7. Clear? The next one, 8th onwards, question number 8. Now there are some 12 people seated in 2 parallel rows containing people and 6 people in each, in such a way that 6 people in one row and 6 people in the other row. Now చెప్పండి ఇది ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ నో సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ నో? Definitely under the first priority. Okay. Then now tell me who are the persons in row 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another 6 persons were like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And first row 1 PQR and all of them are facing towards north. Now these are the persons PQR, ST and U, and A to F, and they are facing towards south. And together, and 6 persons north and 6 persons are south. As many persons sitting to the left of F, left hand side of F is same as in between C and D. Ma C ki D ke majlo, and C and D, and at the same time C faces R. Now C and R are opposite to each other. C faces R, and 2 persons in between Q and U, and neither of the persons sitting at the extreme ends. Now how many persons in between Q and U? 2 people, and none of these 2 persons are the extreme ends. If Q is here, U is here, that is the first positive. And together, then what is the next one we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now U is here and Q is here. 2 persons between Q and U. And there are 2 persons in between Q and U, and none of the persons seated at the extreme ends. And B sits out to the right of F. Where is this B? And B is seated out to the right of F. Now B is here, F will be like this, south to the right, because these persons are facing south. B is south to the right of F, and 3 persons between U and T. In between U and T, how many people? 3 people. Now here also between U and T, there must be exactly 3. And P sits second to the left of R. P is seated second to the left of R, P and R. And P is seated second to the left of R, P and R. Then tell me who is the person left over? P, Q, R, S, T and U, S must be here. And together? Yes is here. Now C and R are opposite to each other. C is here, and here C and R are opposite to each other. Am I saying the C and R are opposite to each other? And next one, B sits out to the right of F, and P sits second to the left of R. one person is sitting between F and the one who faces Q. Now Q ki opposite ki F ki measure there must be exactly one person. Ante kada? And opposite to Q and F there must be exactly one person. Opposite to Q, who is the person opposite to Q? Ma Q ki opposite evaru unnaru? Q ki opposite this person. And F, there must be exactly one person. Is it possible? Not possible. Hence this case is ruled out. And opposite to Q and F there must be exactly one person. And Q who does not face A. Now Q is not facing A cannot be at this place. Then next one, the number of persons sitting to the left of F. My F ki left hand side entamandi cheppandi? And to the left of F there are two people. Hence there must be two people between C and D. D must be here. Saripenda C and D. First statement, as many persons to the left hand side of F is same as the number of persons between C and D, and C faces R. C and R are opposite to each other. And two persons in between Q and. Now we have left with this information B and F. Now where should this be? B must be here. And if B is here, A cannot be opposite to Q, A is here. Now if A is here, tell me who is the person left over. Ma మిగిలిపోయింది ఎవరు చెప్పాలి ఇంకా? A, B, C, D, E must be here. Then who among us the following person sits second to the right of the one who faces P? The one who is facing P is F, second to the right of this one. F second right, who is that person? E, choice 3, question number 8. The ninth one, who sits diagonally opposite to B? Now tell me who is that person diagonally opposite to B? R. R, choice 2. And who faces D? Yes, choice 1. And 11th one, 4 out of the following, short one out. And F, S, D, P, C. F, S, D, P. F, S, D, P, all these persons are opposite to each other. And but C is not opposite, and choice 5, question number 11. And which of the following is true? Two persons in between Q and P, false. And A faces U, that is definitely true, choice 2. And question number 12, it is choice 2 is the answer. Then 13 to 15. Now in this 13 to 15, there are three questions based on this syllogisms. And first one, only a few roses are red. Only some of the roses are red, but not all. Ante kada? Some roses are red, but not all. And all red are tulips. This entire red is a part of what? Tulip. And no tulip is jasmine, no intersection between tulip and a jasmine. And no rose is black. And no rose is black, no intersection between rose and a black. Must have been the rose and black. Then according to this one, some jasmines can be black and some jasmines can be black. Jasmine and black can be intersected like this or not? Ma jasmine dento kalavakodu cheppandi, tulip to kalavakodu. Now I can bring this jasmine here. Hence can be means it is a possibility. Some jasmines can be black. All roses can be tulip. Roses anta tulip avvachu ani annan. Ma ila raskochu kada tulip. Isn't it? Right sir, రాయకూడదు. Ma enduku రాయకూడదు? All roses cannot be red అన్నాం. Red లోకి రావట్లేదు కదా ఇప్పుడు కూడా all roses. Only some roses are red. At the same time now I am extending this tulip like this. Possible అవుతుందా లేదా? Yes. Hence what is your answer? Both 1 and 2. That is choice for question number 13. The next one, 14th one. Now in this 14, some copper is gold. Now some copper is gold. This is copper and this is gold. Now some copper is gold and all silver is gold. Some copper, all silver, and only a few gold is bronze. Only some gold is bronze, but not all. This entire gold cannot be a part of this bronze. And all bronze is steel. This entire bronze is a part of this steel. All bronze is steel. And some copper is steel. Copper and steel, no intersection. No steel is copper, definitely true. No steel is copper, all silver is gold, sorry. And first one, some copper is steel. Copper and steel not intersected. And next one, no steel is copper is true. No steel is copper. Then second one, true and and some steel or copper. Some steel or copper, steel and copper ila raskochu kada, steel and copper ila raskochu. Then by doing so, what happens here? No steel is copper is false, some steel is copper is true. Then what is your answer? Either one or two. Either 1 or 2, that is choice 2, question number 14. The next one, 15th one, only a few apples are bananas. How many apples are bananas? Only a few. Some apples are bananas, but not all. Only some of the apples are bananas, but not all. All these apples cannot be a part of this banana. And only a few bananas are grapes. Only some bananas are grapes, but not all. And next one, some grapes are mangoes. These are the grapes that are mangoes, and all mangoes are watermelon. This entire mangoes are watermelon. And first one, all watermelon can be bananas. Watermelon మొత్తం మనకి banana అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా లేదా చెప్పండి. This entire watermelon can be a part of this banana. Then watermelon ఎలా రాసుకోవచ్చు, all watermelon are banana. ఇలా రాసుకుంటే this mango, this entire mango I can able to write like this. రాయొచ్చు కదా. Then, and so what is your answer here? First one can be means it is true. Then coming to the next one, my second చెప్పండి. And some grapes are not apples అన్నాడు. As of now that is true. ఇది false అంటే all grapes are apples. All grapes are apples. Apple ఇలా రాసుకోవచ్చా లేదా? Yes. And that means all apples are grapes is true. Some apples are, some grapes are not apples will be false. And so what is your answer? Only one. Only one, that is choice 3, question number 15. Then next one 16 onwards. Now 16 to 20, 8 persons, 8 different months, and each person likes different flowers as well. మా చెప్పండి, చేసేద్దాం తర్వాత చేస్తారా? సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ మా సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీ పెడుతున్నారా? ఫైన్. Now 16 to 20, ఎందుకంటే already we have left 5 questions in this one. Then 21 to 25. Now 21 to 25 comes under which category here? Now coding and decoding. Coding and decoding definitely under the first priority itself, isn't it? And definitely under the first priority. Then 21 to 25, then money is not health and need want money. Then if you compare the first and the second, tell me what is the word that is common? Money is not health and money, isn't it? Money is the word that is common. Money and money is not health. And money is the word that is common in the first, second, and 4. Now money is the word that is common in the first, second, and 4. And the code that is common is BI. BI is common. And the code to the word money is BI. Amma saripinda ledha? Money is BI. Then if you compare 1 and 2, E is not health. E is not health led. Then if you compare 1 and 3, health is the word that is common between 1 and 3. As health is the word that is common between 1 and 3, then tell me what is the code that is common between 1 and 3. And HQFC. FC is code. The code for health is FC. Saripinda? And next one, if you compare 1 and 4, is and not. Is and not, these two words cannot be, these words were not repeated. And the codes for these two can be AD or PH in any order. Is and not ki manaki code raadu. Then coming to the second and the third, need and want. Need and want, no word is common between the second and the third. And second and 4, need and want are the two words that are common. Here also 2 codes are common. Hence for need and want, the codes for these two cannot be identified. And so what are the codes we have? SY and KT in any order. SY or KT in any order. Saripinda? SY and KT? As SY and KT in any order, and here also SY and KT. Then in the second, what is left over? End. And the code to the word end is RP. End and RP. End RP. The next one. Now here makes is the word that is common between these two. As makes is the word that is common and the code that is common between these two. Majapan DU. The code for makes is DU. DU and DU. Now we have left with 2. Whole and happy. Now whole and happy also we cannot able to determine the codes. Hence whole and happy. Whole and happy. And what are the codes we have? HQYE in any order. HQYE in any order. Then what is the code to the word makes? The code for makes is DU, choice 3, question number 21. And what is SY stands for? Now SY stands for either need or want. Choice 5, question number 22. Then 23rd, if not more is coded as PXAD. Not more, PXAD. Hence not is AD. Onagada, not is AD. If not is AD, more will be PX. If more is PX, now more is PX. And health, what is the code for health? And health is not given here. Health is FC. And PX and FC, FCPX in any other, choice for 23rd. Then 24, what is the code to the word whole? Yes, what is the code here? HQRYE. And HQRYE. And again, whole is either HQRYE. And so what is the choice given here? Choice 2. My choice 2 petach, what can be the code ante manam petach? HQ. Isn't it? Now definitely manam cheppalem. Maybe HQ or maybe YE. Then next one, 25. And what may be the possible code for life end? Now end. End is what? End is RP. Life is nowhere given. And the code to the word life must be anything else apart from the given. Hence RP అయితే మనకు డెఫినెట్గా ఉండాలి. HQ is a code for either whole or happy but not to the word life. Choice 1 is ruled out. RQ is not there. Now RP is here. VT, as VT is not given as the code for any one of these words, and it can be the code to the word life. Hence choice 3, question number 25. Then 26th one. Now it is based on directions here. Nog starts walking in the north direction and started. This is the starting point. From here first he walks towards the north direction, and after walking some distance he took left turn and followed by a right turn. Right, and after that he took 2 consecutive left turns. Now first left and second left. Now this person is walking in which direction? Towards south. South, that is choice for question number 26. Then 27 onwards. Now 27 to 31, it is based on boxes. Only that too 11 boxes were there. 11 boxes definitely under the second priority. Then 27 to how many questions were given? 31. Then 32 to 35, K has only 2 children. Now this K, he is having only 2 children, and Y is the son of B, and Y is the son of B. B, who is the daughter-in-law of K? B is the daughter-in-law of K means, now this B is the K's son's wife. And Y is the son of B can be written like this. Y is the son. Y is the son of B, K has only 2 children, and H is the sister of U, and U is the son of Z. H is the sister of U. Who is this H? H is the sister of U. And U is the son of Z. That means both H and U are the children of Z. Both H and U are the children of Z, and H is unmarried. And H is unmarried. And H is unmarried. Now this is U, and this is H, and H is the sister of U, isn't it? And L is the granddaughter of Z. L is the granddaughter of Z, and U is the son of Z. Now U is the son of Z means U must be at this point. Saripenda? K and U. And sorry, U is the son of Z. Son of Z, and Z must be here. Saripenda? U is the son of Z. And H is unmarried. L is the granddaughter of Z. L is the granddaughter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 persons were done. And K is the spouse of Z. K is the spouse of Z. Saripenda kada? Then how is L related to H? And H brother's daughter. Brother's daughter is niece. Choice 2, question number 32. Then 33, if K is the mother of U. K is the mother of U means K is a female. K is a female, Z is a male. Then how is K related to B? K is B's husband's mother. Husband's mother, mother-in-law, choice 3, 33. Then next one, 34. And if T is the sibling of B. T is the sibling of B, and T will be somewhere here, sibling of B. Then how is T related to sibling of B? Sibling means gender cannot be determined. May be male or female. How is T related to Y? And T related to Y, Y's mother's brother or sister. If that person T is a brother, uncle, and sister means aunt. Either uncle or aunt, choice 5, question number 34. Then coming to 35, and how many such pairs of digits are there in the number? What is the number we have? 746528193. Now in this number 746528193, and each of which is adjustment between them must start change 7 onwards. 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 to 8. 4 to 8, tell me how many digits are there in this number? 3. Again, in the number series, the numeric series, from 4 to 8, how many numbers are there? 5, 6, 7 are the 3 digits we have. And next one, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 to 9 input undi kada? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And next one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, there's 1 second. Saripenda ledam? Again in the rest, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 to 7 unda ledam? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 5, 6. There is one more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8 and so on. And so how many are there altogether? There are 5. 5, that is choice for question number 35. Done? Now we have done these questions. Now finally we are left with 3 puzzles. And 3 into 5, 15. and so we had done only 20 questions in this one. Now our target is to score at least 2 puzzles out of the remaining 3 puzzles. Now in order to score and solve at least 2 puzzles out of these 3 puzzles, then you need to check out the pattern. Now priorities you project chain. Then 16 to 20 and 1 to 5 and next one's 27 to 31. Tell me which one can be done in the first glance. 1 to 5 తీసుకుందాము, fine. 1 to 5. Now in this 1 to 5, now how many persons are there? There are some 8 persons, A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H, and they are seated around a square table. Some of them are facing inside, some of them are facing away from the center, and 1 person at each corner and sides of the table. Now this is the square table we have, and 8 persons were there, 4 at the centers, 4 at the corners, and F and G are not immediate neighbors. Now F and G cannot be adjacent to each other. That is one such information. And G sits second to the right of D. D who sits second to the left of H. G sits second to the right of D. D ekkadunte G sits second to the right of D. And at the same time D is seated second to the left of H. D is seated. That means H, D and G must be in the alternative places. Clear? Alternative places. And B sits second to the right of F. Now B is seated second to the right of F. F ekkadunte B. B sits second to the right of F. F who is facing away from the center. Where is this F? F is away from the center. F is away from the center. F sits third to the left of E. Now this F is seated third to the left of whom? Third to the left of E. E who is one of the immediate neighbors of C. Now E and C are adjacent to each other. Clear? E and C are adjacent to each other. And next one, E does not face inside. E is away from the center. And F does not face inside. F is also away from the center. And H sits third to the right of C. C who sits at one of the sides of the table, and both are facing opposite direction. Now this C. Whatever this C, H sits third to the right of C, and C who sits at one of the sides of the table. C is at one of the sides of the table means C can be here. At one of the sides of the table. Then what is the direction of this? C M direction. The direction of C is not given, isn't it? H third to the right of C. If C is facing towards the center, H will be here. And both these 2 persons are facing opposite directions. And this is the first case we have. And what is the second case we have? My second case will happen. Now in the second case, if C is away from the center and H is seated third to the right and H is facing towards the center. And they get the 2 possibilities. And H sits third to the right of C. C who sits at one of the sides of the table, and both are facing opposite. And A is not immediate to E. And A and E are not adjacent to each other. A and E are not adjacent and both are facing opposite direction. A and E opposite. A and E opposite directions. Both are facing opposite. G and B face the same direction as H. G and B face the same direction as S. Now E does not face inside or not. E does not face inside, and E does not face inside. E and C are adjacent to each other. E and C are adjacent to each other. As E and C are adjacent to each other, if E is at this place, now let us check out a possibility. If E is here, E can be here or E can be here. There are 2 possibilities. Now if E is here, then H ikkada undi kada already. H is there. H ki relative ga manaki em undi cheppandi? D undi, G undi. D and G were there, and D and G. D and G cannot be here. And so where should this D? D is here. If D is here, G will be here. Follow here. And C pakkana E ikkadaina undali. And alternate place are H, D and G must be at this place. Saripinda H, D and that is the reason we have written like this. H, D and G and kokkasari condition chudandi. Now we can able to determine the directions. G sits second to the right of D annadu. G is seated second to the right of D means D must be center. And G sits second to the right of D, D must be away from the center. And D who is seated second to the left of H. D is seated second to the left of H, D is seated second to the left of H. And B sits second to the right of F annaru. And B sits second to the right of F, F faces outside. Now E is at one of the corner, one of the neighbor of C, and E is at one of the neighbor of C, E will be here. And E and C are adjacent. And next one, A and E, whatever this A and E are not adjacent to each other. And A and E are not adjacent. Then F and G are not immediate neighbors. F and G are not immediate neighbors to each other. G is here, F cannot be at this place. F and G are not immediate neighbors. And next one, G sits second to the right of D. G is seated second to the right of D. D who sits second to the left of H. D is seated second to the left of H. And B sits second to the right of F. Now B is seated second to the right of F. F faces outside. F faces outside and where should this F? F must be here. అంతే కదా, ఇక్కడ F ఉన్నాడు అనుకోండి, B and C must be in the same place, not possible. F faces outside, F is here, B is here. If B is here, A is here. సరిపోయిందా? F faces outside as F cannot be here. Hence, where should this F? F ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి చెప్పండి? And F is not adjacent to A. F is not adjacent to whom? F is not adjacent to G. And at the same time, F is away from the center. And between F and B, there must be exactly one person. One person between F and B. F and G are not immediate neighbors. And B sits second to the right of F. F who faces away from the center. F is away from the center. And next one, F sits third to the left of E. F is seated third to the left of E. F is seated third to the left of E means E must be away from the center. F is seated third to the left of E. F is seated third to the left of E. And A and E are opposite directions. F is away from the center. F sits third to the left of E. And 1, 2, 3, F will be here. Third to the left is there. Then F will be away from the center. If F is away from the center, then whatever this be, and B sits second to the right of F. And B must be at this place. B sits second to the right of F. And F and G are not immediate neighbors. Do you have F and G immediate neighbors? No. And G sits second to the right of D. G is seated second to the right of D. In both the cases it is valid. And D who is seated second to the left of H. And next one, B sits second to the right of F. Next, F who faces away from the center. F sits third to the left of E. Third to the left of E means E must be facing towards the center. E who is one of the immediate neighbors. E does not face inside. Now E does not face inside in the second case. E is facing towards the center. Hence this case is ruled out. Now we have left with this case. Now in the first case, and F does not face inside, F is away. H is third to the right of C. And next one, C who sits at one of the sides of the table. And both are facing opposite direction. A is not immediate to E. A and E are not, and both are facing opposite. A and E are opposite. E is away, A must be facing towards the center. G and B face the same direction as H. H is away, G is away, B is also away. Clear? Then, who sits second to the left of C? Must C ki second left arrow na japandi? A, that is choice 2, question number 1. Then coming to question number 2, how many persons are in between B and G? When counted from the right of B. Right of B, B and G, there are only 2. 2 choice for question number 2. And who among the following pair faces the same direction? Following pair facing the same, C and B. Are they facing the same direction? No. A and F? No. H and E? H and E? Yes. Choice 3, question number 3. The next fourth one, how many are facing outside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 people who are facing outside, isn't it? And 5 outside, that is more than 4, choice 5. And 4 out of the following means odd one out, E and G. Now between E and G, how many people? There is exactly 1. F and A, 1 person. H and D, there is 1 person. C and A, there is 1 person. B and F again, there is 1 person. Hence, the number of persons, in all the choices, it is same. Then, check out the direction. E and G. E is second to the left of G. F is second to the left of A. H is second to the left of D. And C is second to the right of A. Only the second to the right of A. And B and F. Now B and F, and B is second to the right of F. In that one also, you are not getting the same. And E and G, Japan, E and G, are they facing the same? Yes, away from the center. F and A, one inward, one outward. H and D, one inward, one outward. C and A, both are towards the center. And B and F, both are away from the center. అమ్మా చెప్పండి ఆన్సర్ వస్తుందా? డైరెక్షన్ ఈ అండ్ జీ. ఈ ఏమవుతుంది చెప్పండి? ఈ అండ్ జీ, ఈ సీడెడ్ సెకండ్ టు ద లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ జీ. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? సెకండ్ టు ద లెఫ్ట్. అండ్ ఎఫ్ అండ్ ఏ, ఎఫ్ ఈ సీడెడ్ సెకండ్ టు ద లెఫ్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఏ. అండ్ హెచ్ అండ్ డి, అండ్ హెచ్ ఈ సీడెడ్ second to the left of D. C and A. Now this C is second to the right of A. B and F. B is second to the right of A. First E and G. E and G మనకి ఎలా వస్తుందో? E and G, E ఏమైపోయింది? ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ is second to the left కదమ్మా. E is seated second to the left of G. And F is seated second to the left of A. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? ఫస్ట్ పర్సన్ is seated second to the left of A. H. Now this H is seated second to the left of D. And next one C and A. Now this C is seated second to the right. And B is seated second to the right. With respect to first person. Now from here to here. Now here to here, if you check out here, G. Now G is, మా G ఎలా ఉన్నాడు? ఈ దగ్గర నుంచి. G is second to the right. And A is seated second to the left of F and D. Now D ఎలా ఉన్నాడు? Now D నుంచి H చూడండి, D నుంచి H second to the left. And next one A. And C దగ్గర నుంచి ఏ ఎలా ఉన్నాడు చెప్పండి? Second to the left. And this B. And B is second to the left of F. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? And except choice 1. And in the remaining, they are one and the same. 1 to 5. My next time, 1 to 5 done. Now we have left with 2 more sets. Now out of those 2 sets, now 16 to 20 first jadama. Now 16 to 20. Now in this 16 to 20, and 8 persons were there, born on 8 different months. 8 different months were given, and January to August are the months given. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July and August. Now 8 persons on these 8 different months. 8 persons KLMN OVWX born on 8 different months. Born on 8 different months. June, July and August. Then coming to condition number 1. First condition Japan. And each person likes different flowers as well. Number of persons born between the person lotus and orchid is 1 lesser than number of persons between L and W. Okay, lotus and orchid. Number of persons between lotus and orchid is 1 lesser than minus 1. Is 1 lesser than between L and W. Saripenda? L and W. Now the first information we have represented like this. Only 3 persons born after X. X must be in the month of May. X must be in the month of May. And 2 persons born between X and the one who like lotus. X and the one who like lotus, how many people? There must be exactly 2. X is here. The one who like lotus can be either in the month of August or in the month of February. And they get the 2 possibilities. X and lotus, that has been done. And 1 person between lotus and poppy. And lotus and poppy, there must be exactly 1. And here again, lotus and poppy, there must be exactly 1. And next one, 3 persons between poppy and dandelion. Now poppy and dandelion, there must be exactly 3. Dandelion is here. And poppy and dandelion, there must be exactly 3. Dandelion must be in the month of August. And 3 in between poppy and dandelion. And next one, and K likes neither tulip nor orchid. K, neither tulip nor orchid. K, tulip and orchid is ruled out. K, neither tulip nor orchid. And 3 persons born between N and the one who like daisy. N and daisy, there must be exactly. If N is here, 1, 2, 3 daisies. Between N and daisy, there must be exactly 3 people. And 3 people between N and the one who like daisy. And N can be before or N can be after this one. Number of persons born between tulip and poppy is same as X and W. Tulip and poppy. And tulip and poppy is same as tulip and poppy is same as X and W. X and poppy is same as X and M. X and M. And together X and M. Number of persons between tulip and poppy is same as X and M. V was born in one of the months after W. And where is this V? V was born on one of the months after W. And 3 persons born between M and the one who like orchid. Now between M and the one who like orchid, there must be exactly 3 people. M and orchid, there must be exactly 3 people in any order. Order అయితే మనకు తెలియదు. M and orchid 3 people. And 3 people. N who likes Aster is born in the month which has odd number of days but not January. N Aster and but not in the month of January, odd number days. Hence can be in the month of March or July. 2 possibilities ఉన్నాయి కదా రెండిట్లో March and July. N likes Aster. Number of persons born before L is same as the number of persons after tulip. Now before L and after tulip, L and tulip must be the same. Before L and after tulip, and 3 persons born between poppy and L. Now between poppy and L there must be exactly 3 people. And poppy and L there must be exactly 3 people. L is here. Now between L and tulip equal. Now this must be tulip. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? Now L ఇక్కడ ఉంది కాబట్టి the one who like tulip must be here. They must be at equidistant. L and tulip. Then N is born after April. Now where is this N here? N is born after April. N who likes Aster. N is born after April. Now here N cannot be in the month of June, July and August because N likes Aster. Hence this case is ruled out. Now we have left with this one. N is after April and in the month of odd number days. Hence N must be in the month of August, July, and N likes what? N likes Aster. Mas సరిపోయిందా? And number of persons before. ఇక్కడ నుంచి information అంతా అయిపోయింది. Now 3 persons between M and the one who like orchid. And 3 in between M and orchid. Then tulip and poppy. ఇక్కడ information ఉందా లేదు? N and dicey. Now N and dicey. N and dicey there must be exactly 3 people. N is 1, 2, 3. Dicey must be here. N and dicey there must be exactly 3. We have done with this one. Then N and dicey, then tulip and poppy, and M and orchid. M and orchid రావాలి. మా orchid, can we have orchid at this place? Orchid ఇక్కడ వస్తే 1, 2, 3 M will be here, and M and orchid. Lotus and orchid is equals to L and W. And K neither like tulip nor orchid. And tulip and poppy. Tulip ki poppy మనకేనుంది S. 2 people between tulip and poppy. And equals to X and M. X ki M ki మధ్యలో there must be exactly 2 people. M is here. Then if M is 2 people between tulip and poppy is same as X and M. Between M and orchid there must be exactly 3 అన్నాం. M ఇక్కడ ఉంది కాబట్టి 1, 2, 3 orchid is here. M and orchid there must be exactly 3. Then one more flower is left over. What is the flower that is left over here? Hibiscus. Now M hibiscus X hibiscus. Then coming back to this one. Now first one, lotus and orchid is 1 lesser than L and W on our first information. Lotus and orchid, number of persons between lotus and orchid. Now 3. Now this 3 is 1 lesser than L and W. Hence between L and W we need to have 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. W must be in the month of March. L and W we have done with this one. And X and M. X and M could అయిపోయింది కదా, M and orchid అయిపోయింది. Now K neither tulip nor orchid. K neither tulip nor orchid. Hence K must be poppy. If K is here, now we have left with the remaining 2. And W is always before this V. W is here, V is at this place. One W is? No. W is before this V. Hence W already అయిపోయింది కదా. Now W is before this V. Hence W is already here, V is here. W is before V. And who is the person after? O is the person after. ఇలా మీరు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మనం రిప్రజెంట్ చేసి సెట్ చేసాం ఇక్కడ. అవునగా ఇన్ కేసు ఇలా రాయకుండా మీరు ఇక్కడ ట్రై చేశారంటే మీ వల్ల కాదు. ఎన్నిసార్లు చదువుతారు? పైకి కిందకి ఏది చదివామో తెలియదు, ఏది మిగిలిపోయిందో తెలియదు. అవునా కదా? అందుకే ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, మన క్లూ ఎక్కడ దొరకలా. క్లూ దొరకకపోతే ఏం చేస్తాం, మొత్తం అన్నీ రాసుకున్నాం ఒక్కొక్కటి ఈజీగా. అండ్ పర్టికులర్గా మీరు బాగా కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యేది ఈ ఫస్ట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. లోటస్ అండ్ ఆర్చిడ్ 1 లెస్సర్ దెన్ ఎల్ అండ్ డబ్ల్యూ. అటు నుంచి తీసుకునే ఛాన్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. ఎల్ అండ్ డబ్ల్యూ మధ్యలో ఒకటి తక్కువ పెడతారు, ఆర్చిడ్కి అండ్ లోటస్కి మధ్యలో ఒకరిని ఎక్కువ పెట్టేస్తారు. దెన్ అందుకే రిప్రజెంటింగ్ ద డేటా ప్లేస్ ఏ వెరీ వైటల్ రోల్. the last 7 days we have discussed only on puzzles in that class. మా క్లాస్ రూమ్ అయింది కదా రూమ్ నెంబర్ 5లో కంటిన్యూస్లీ ఫ్రమ్ ద లాస్ట్ started on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday as well. ఇంతవరకు almost 6 days we have discussed only on puzzles, and that too how to represent the data and which type of diagram should be taken for which type of statement. దాని మీదే ఫోకస్ చేసాము. And if you are very clear about that one, then puzzles is not at all a difficult task. మన ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఎప్పుడూ ఒకటే ఉండాలి. ఏంటి మన ఆబ్జెక్ట్ చెప్పండి. మన ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఏమి ఉండాలి? మన టార్గెట్ ఏమి ఉండాలి? మన టార్గెట్ ఏమి ఉండాలి? నేను రెగ్యులర్గా చెప్తుంటా అది ఏంటి ఉండాలి మన టార్గెట్ పజిల్స్ చేసినట్టు పర్టికులర్లీ. అది జనరల్ మెడిసిన్ అన్నిటికి డోలో 650 లాగా అది. చెప్పండి. మన ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఎప్పుడు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఒకేసారి చదువుకోవడానికి మనం టార్గెట్ పెట్టుకోవాలి. ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏదైతే ఉందో దాన్ని ఏం చేస్తాం? ఒక్కసారే చదువుకోవాలి. కరస్పాండింగ్లీ యూ నీడ్ టు రిప్రజెంట్ ద డేటా. లాస్ట్కి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అయ్యే టైంకి సెట్టింగ్ అయిపోవాలి. క్లియర్ అరేంజ్మెంట్ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోవాలి. లేదనుకోండి మనకి ఏం చేస్తాం? ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ 4-5 సార్లు కంగారుగా చదువుతాం, డెఫినెట్గా మిస్ చేస్తాం. కనుక ఒకసారి చదువుకోవాలి, అయిపోయిన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కట్ చేస్తుండిపో. దెన్ ఇది ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి మళ్ళీ బాగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. చేస్తే ఏంటంటే మనకి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఎలా తీసుకోవాలి, ఫైనల్లీ దీన్ని పైన అరేంజ్మెంట్లో ఎలా ఫిక్స్ చేయాలి మీకు ఆ క్లారిటీ వస్తుంది మీకు. దెన్ హూ లైక్స్ పాపీ హియర్ అండ్ కే లైక్స్ పాపీ, చాయిస్ 3, క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 16. మరి సరిపోయిందా లేదా? అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్, అండ్ 17 మరి 17th వన్ చెప్పండి. And in 17, X likes which are the following flowers? X likes hibiscus, that is choice 2. And 18th one, and who among the following person is eldest? And O is the eldest, O choice 4. And 4 out of the following means odd one out. X and March. Now X is 2 months after this March. V and August. V is 2 months before this August. W and hibiscus. Now W and hibiscus, and hibiscus is again 2 months after this W, and K and June. Now K and June, as K is 2 months before. N and poppy. Now between N and poppy there are 2 months are there. That means poppy is 3 months before this N. And what is your answer? Choice 5, question number 19. Now follow here leda. Except in choice 5 and the remaining. Between the person and the flower, only one person is there. Here there are 2 persons, choice 5. And 20th, which are the following is true? We like orchid. True or false? We likes orchid, that is definitely true. And both 1 and 3 all are true each other. 3 children. And the one who likes tulip is born in the month of Jan. Can't answer all are true, choice 5. All are true. That's choice 5 kada all are true. My ఒక్కటి మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారా? We likes orchid చెక్ చేసాం. ఇప్పుడు 1 and 3 ఉంది, ఆల్ ఆర్ ట్రూ ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏది చెక్ చేయాలి చెప్పండి? 1 and 3లో 3 చెక్ చేయాలా, 2 చెక్ చేయాలా? మరి 3 చెక్ చేసాం, ఫైన్. ఇప్పుడు 3 చెక్ చేసాం అనుకుందాం, ఇది ట్రూ అయింది. ఇప్పుడు ఇది చెక్ చేసాం 1, ఇప్పుడు 1 and 3 ఉంది, ఆల్ ఆర్ ట్రూ ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు 3 చెక్ చేసాం. 3 చెక్ చేస్తే ఇప్పుడు 1 and 3 ఆల్ ఆర్ ట్రూలో మన ఆన్సర్ ఏమవుతుంది? రెండిట్లో ఏదైనా అవ్వచ్చు. అది ఇది చేయకుండా 2 చెక్ చేశాను అనుకోండి, 2 కరెక్ట్ అయితే ఇది ఆన్సర్ అవుతుంది, లేకపోతే ఇది ఆన్సర్. మరి 3 చెక్ చేయాలా, 2 చెక్ చేయాలా? 2 చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. దెన్ అందుకే అడిగా ఇది, బికాజ్ నేను ఇది 1 అయిపోయిన వెంటనే 3కి వెళ్ళిపోయి ఈ రెండిట్లో కామన్గా 3 ఉంది. కామన్గా 3 ఉంది కాబట్టి రెండిట్లో చెక్ చేస్తే మనకు పెద్ద ఫరక్ రాదు. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? ఏదైతే డిఫరెంట్ ఉందో దాన్ని మనం ఫోకస్ చేయాలి. మనం ఫస్ట్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి కోడింగ్ డీకోడింగ్ నుంచి అదే చేస్తాం మనకి. అండ్ విచ్ ఎవర్ ఎలిమెంట్ దట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్ యూ నీడ్ టు చెక్ అవుట్ దట్ వన్. అది ట్రూ అయితే ఇది ఆన్సర్, అది ట్రూ కాలేదు అనుకోండి అదర్ వన్ విల్ బి యువర్ ఆన్సర్. దెన్ అండ్ క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 20. మన నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకేముంది చెప్పండి? అండ్ 27 to 31. Now in this 27 to 31 it is based on boxes. Now how many boxes are there? There are some 11 boxes. అందుకే మనకి రీజనింగ్ చేస్తే ఏంటంటే చాలా అలర్ట్ ఉండాలి. అసలు రీజనింగ్ పెట్టడానికి కారణమే అది. అండ్ టు చెక్అవుట్ హౌ మెంటల్ యు ఆర్ ఎఫిషియంట్ అనేసి. మనం ఇక్కడ నేర్చుకునేది ఏం లేదు కదా, అండ్ ఫార్ములాస్ ఏం నేర్చుకోం కదా. ఫార్ములాస్ నేర్చుకుని దాన్ని అప్లై చేయడం అదేం ఉండదు. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే అట్ దట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ టైం హౌ యు ఆర్ రియాక్టింగ్ టు ఏ పర్టికులర్ సిచ్యువేషన్. రీజనింగ్ చెక్ చేసేదే అందుకు. బ్యాంకింగ్లో మీరు ఒక సిచ్యువేషన్లో మీరు ఎలా రియాక్ట్ అవుతారో చెక్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఈ రీజనింగ్ పెడతాడు మీకు. అంటే ఏ విధంగా చేస్తాడు, ఇలా చూపిస్తారో చెక్ చేస్తాడు వాడు. ఇలా చూపించేవాడికి కట్ ఆఫ్లు తగ్గిపోతాయి, వాడికి రాడు. డైరెక్ట్గా ఎవడైతే పాయింట్ చేస్తుండో వాడే బయటకు వస్తాడు. అదే తక్కువ టైంలో ఎక్కువ మార్కులు చేయడం. క్లియర్? Then coming to question numbers 27 to 31. Now here there are some 11 boxes are there, one above the other. Number of boxes above T is same as below L. Above T, below L, T equals to L. And 3 boxes are placed between M and P, P which is immediate to V. And now sir, how many are in between M and P? M key, P key mazlo, there are 3 boxes. And P is immediate to V. And P and V are adjacent to each other in any order. Ante kada? P and V are adjacent to each other in any order. And G is placed at one of the positions above W. Now G is placed at one of the positions above W anadu, at any one of the positions. And number of boxes placed between R and V is 1 lesser than R and H. R and V is 1 lesser than R and H. H is placed below R. Now this H is placed where? And H is placed below R. And R is placed exactly between L and T. Now this R is exactly between L and T in any order. R is exactly between L and T. Only 3 boxes are above to V. Ikkada ichchadu information. Only 3 boxes are above to what? Above to V. As above to V there are only 3 boxes. Then now V. V kanna paina endu undali cheppandi? There are only 3 boxes above this. V is here 1, 2, 3. There are 3. Now V ki related ga em undam? R and V. And P and V are adjacent to each other. Hence P can be above this V or P can be below this V. And second possibility, V is here, there are 3 and V and P are adjacent to each other. P and V are adjacent అయిపోయింది కదా. And M and P, between M and P there must be exactly 3 అన్నాడు. M కి P కి మధ్యలో 3 అంటే 1, 2, 3 and this is M will be here. M and P 3. అయిపోయిందా లేదా? M and P there are 3. Now here again, between M and P there are exactly 3. 1, 2, 3. M can be above or M can be below. ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని పాసిబిలిటీస్ వస్తున్నాయి? 2 పాసిబిలిటీ. ఇక్కడ సింగిల్ పాసిబిలిటీ. మరి ఏం చేయాలి? దీన్ని పక్కన పెట్టుకొని సింగిల్ వచ్చింది కదా, దీన్ని ఫైనలైజ్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేద్దాం. దెన్ కుదరలేదు, ఎక్కడో కండిషన్ ఇన్వాల్వ్, ఎలాగా తప్పదు 2 పాసిబిలిటీ, సపోర్ట్ ఏంటి రాసుకోవాలి. అండ్ మీన్ వెల్ యూ నీడ్ టు లర్న్ హౌ టు స్కిప్ ద పాసిబిలిటీస్. ఉన్నవన్నీ అలాగా అడ్డంగా చేసుకెళ్ళిపోవడం కాదు, లేబర్ పని అది. దాన్ని స్మార్ట్ వర్క్ యూజ్ చేయాలి. అప్పుడు నా ఇది ఒకటే పాసిబిలిటీ, త్వరగా వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది, అందుకే దీన్ని చెక్ చేస్తాం. లేదు మనం టైం బాగాలేదు, ఇక ఎలాగే తప్పదు ఇది. దెన్ అండ్ బాక్స్ G is placed at one of the positions above W. అండ్ G ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాను చెప్పండి. అండ్ ఓన్లీ ఇంకేమైనా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉందో? అండ్ P and M there are 3 అయిపోయింది. P and M 3 వాడేసాం. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ T and L ఇంకా మనకి దొరకలేదు. R and V, R and V, R and H. అండ్ R is exactly between L and T. And R is above this H. ఇంకా ఏ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ లేదు. And only 2 boxes between D and Z. D and Z. Z is placed one of the positions below R. Now how many in between D and Z? There must be exactly 2. And Z is placed one of the positions below this R. Z is placed one of the positions below R. And 2 boxes are placed between V and T. Now V ki T ki madhyo there are exactly 2 boxes. Now this is crucial information. And V ki T ki madhyo 2 boxes undalante, and T below this one or above this one? Top. Because below is not possible, because M is already there at that place. అవునా కదా. Hence where should this T must be at the top place. T ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి? If T is at the top place, అంతే కదా, and T must be at the top place. T ఎక్కడ ఉన్నాడు? And T ఎక్కడ ఉంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ T and L అన్నాం. T కి L కి నెంబర్, T is above, hence L must be at the bottom. అన్నిట్లో కన్నా కింద నేను ఉండాలి చెప్పండి, L ఉండాలి. అవునా కదా. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then ఇక్కడ చూడండి, R is exactly between L and T అన్నాం. ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ బిట్వీన్ అంటే ఏ ప్లేస్లో ఉండాలి? అండ్ 6 ప్లేస్, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. అండ్ హూ ఈజ్ దిస్ వన్? R. R is exactly between L and T. సరిపోయిందా? R is exactly between L and T, and R is above this H. R is above this H. Now between R and V ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి? 1. R and V 1 lesser than R and H. R and V మధ్యలో 1 ఉంది. R and H మధ్యలో ఎన్ని ఉండాలి? 2 ఉండాలి. And H is below this R. 2 in between R and H, H must be here. సరిపోయిందా లేదా? R and H. E information అయిపోయింది, E information అయిపోయింది. M and P there must be exactly 3 అన్నాం. And G is above this W. M and P and D and Z there must be exactly 2 in between D and Z. R is above this Z, isn't it? And Z is below this R. Now Z is below this R. Now tell me where can we have this Z? మా Z ని ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. Z is below this R కదా. If Z is here between D and Z, we need to have 2. కానీ ఇక్కడ 2 ఉండే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా లేదు? కనుక Z ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి? Z is here. Z is here 2 in between D and Z. D is here. D and Z అయిపోయింది 2. And Z is below this R. Now ఇంకోటి ఏముంటుంది? G and W. Now G is above this W. G is above this W ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి? G is here. W is here. సరిపోయింది కదా. మనం ఒక్కసారి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ చూసామా? మళ్ళీ చూసే పనే లేదు అలా చేయలేదు అనుకుంటే ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రాసుకోకపోతే చాలా చాలా కష్టం అవుతుంది మీకు. క్లియర్? అండ్ ఫస్ట్ ఫోకస్ అంతా దేని మీద పెట్టాలి చెప్పండి? సింగిల్ రీడింగ్లో ఎలా అయిపోవాలి. ఓకే, దానికి కరస్పాండింగ్గా మన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రిప్రజెంట్ చేసుకోవాలి, దాన్ని అక్కడి నుంచి వాడుకోవాలి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. దెన్ మీ 2 సెట్లు చాలా చాలా యూజ్ అవుతాయి మీకు. ఎగ్జామ్లో వస్తాయో లేదో తర్వాత విషయం. ఇన్ కేసు వచ్చినా మీరు చేయలేరు. ఆ ఎగ్జామ్ ప్రెజర్లో ఈ క్వశ్చన్ చేయడం చాలా చాలా హెక్టిక్. అది దట్టు ప్రిలిమ్స్లో అయితే. మెయిన్స్ అయితే మనకు టైం ఉంటుంది, యాంపుల్ టైం చేయొచ్చు. అందుకే మనం ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ ప్రయారిటీస్ డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం. సేమ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్కి ఇచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా మనకు చాలా కష్టం అవుతుంది. అందుకే ఏం చేయాలంటే ఇవన్నీ ప్రాక్టీస్కి చేసుకోండి బాగా. లేదా లాజిక్ డెవలప్ అయితే చాలు, ఏ క్వశ్చన్ ఇచ్చినా మనం చేయొచ్చు. దెన్ 27. అండ్ విచ్ ఆర్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ బాక్స్ ఈజ్ ఇమీడియట్లీ అబౌట్ టు పీ. ఇమీడియట్లీ అబౌట్ టు పీ ఏమని చెప్పండి? అండ్ G దట్ ఈస్ చాయిస్ 4, క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 27. అండ్ హౌ మెనీ ఆర్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ W and R. ఆర్కి డబ్ల్యూకి మధ్యలో ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి? ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ 3, చాయిస్ 1. అండ్ ఇఫ్ ఆల్ ద బాక్సెస్ ఆర్ అరేంజ్ ఇన్ ఆల్ఫాబెటికల్ ఆర్డర్ ఫ్రమ్ టాప్ టు బాటమ్ అన్నారు. దెన్ హౌ మెనీ బాక్సెస్ విల్ రిమైన్ అన్చేంజ్డ్. మనం చెప్పండి హౌ మెనీ రిమైన్ అన్చేంజ్డ్ హియర్? టాప్ టు బాటమ్. టాప్ టు బాటమ్ అంటే ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి చెప్పండి? D, as tell me the boxes here, D, G, H, ఇంకా D, G, H, L, M, LM, P, LMP, next one R, the next one T, V, there the W on the W and Z. Now how many remain at the same place? W remain at the same place, G remain at the same place. Hence only 2 remain at the same place. 29 it is choice 2. Then 29 choice 3. Then 30th, 4 out of the following, P and R. P and R there are 2 boxes. M and G and 4 boxes. మా P కి R కి మధ్యలో ఎన్ని బాక్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి? 2. M కి G కి మధ్యలో there are 4. W కి P కి మధ్యలో 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Z and R కి మధ్యలో Z and R 1. And D కి G కి మధ్యలో D and G there are 2. మరి what is odd one? Even and odd, except choice 4. And in the remaining even number boxes are there in between. Here there are odd number box 30. Then finally 31. If H is replaced with R, H and R are replaced. If H and R are replaced, R is coming to this place and H is going to this place. H and R. Z and P. Now Z and P is here and Z is here. P and Z interchange their places. Then which are the following places exactly between L and Z? మా L కి Z కి మధ్యలో exactly between ఉన్నది ఏం చెప్పండి? L and Z. Z is here, L is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 కాబట్టి 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is what is the answer here? M. That is choice to question number 31. Clear now? Am I అయిపోయినాయి కదండి? Now question numbers 1 to 35 completed. My number series question numbers 81 to 85. Now in this 81 to 85, question numbers 81 to 85. Now in this 81 to 85, tell me what is the information we have here? 81 to 85. Now 2411. Finding the next number in the series. And kada. Now 24. When number suddenly decreased from there onwards, it is increasing. Isn't it? hence it must be under which category? Into 0.5 or into 1. Then into 0.5 the చూస్తే ఏమొస్తుంది చెప్పండి 24 into 0. It is more nearer to 0.5. Into 0.5 12 minus 1. Into 1 minus 1. Into 1.5 15 minus 1 14. And into 2 minus 1. Into 2.5 minus 1. Into 2.5. 27 into 2.5. And 34 plus. 34 plus how much? And 47.5 minus 1 46 point. సరిపోయిందా లేదా 27 into 2.5 that is 27 into 2 54 and 54 plus 13 and 67.5 minus 1 66.5 choice 4. Then next one question number 82. Now in this 82 8 7 12 amma 8 తో స్టార్ట్ అయింది choices on 600s తో ఉన్నాయి numbers are increasing at a very faster rate hence it must be under product or combination. Product is not possible hence we need to go for combination. 8 and 7 into 1 minus 1. Now this is into 2 minus 2. Into 3 minus 3. Into 4 minus 4. Into 5 minus 5. 128 into 5. ఎలా రాయాలి 128 into 5 means divided by 2. ఎంత వస్తుంది? And 64. 640 minus 5, 635, choice 5. Clear? Then next one 83. Now in this 83, 150, 100 numbers are increasing at a very smaller rate. Hence it must be under difference. One difference upon 26 and 46, what is the difference? So I had 20. 46 and 70, 24. 70 and 102, 32. 102 and 150, 48. Now difference 20 and 24, 4, 8, 16. 16 by 2, 8, 8 divided by 2, 4, 4 divided by 2, 2. 2 కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఎంత ఉండాలి చెప్పండి minus or plus? Minus 18. Now and 8 plus 18 is 26, choice 5. సరిపోయిందా now the difference between the numbers are 48 32 24 20 and 18 83 then 84 my 84.12 తో స్టార్ట్ అయింది 4500 numbers are increasing at a very fast rate then 9 and 90 and 100 ఇది into 10 కదా in the reverse I am talking about into 10 ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి ఏమని చెప్పండి into 15 15 10 ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి ఎంత 5 5 10 15 20 25 all isn't it and 25 into 12 ఎంత రావాలి and that is 0.3. The given numbers are multiplied with 5 10 15 20 25 in the decreasing order. Clear? 84 choice 1 and finally 85 మా 85 చెప్తారా now in this one numbers చిన్నగా పెరుగుతున్నాయా లేదా and it must be under difference. What is the difference? 4. Next difference is 10 and 24 and 52 difference ఎంత ఏమన్నా difference ఎంత 28. Next one 82 తర్వాత అమ్మా 82 తర్వాత ఏంటి and I have another 15 minutes నాకు ఇంకో పావు గంట టైం ఉంది చెప్పండి నెక్స్ట్ ఎంత రావాలి చెప్పండి అమ్మా మీరు ఫస్ట్ వన్ మీరు చెప్పండి అమ్మా ఆన్సర్ మీరే అటు చూడకండి మీరు పెన్ పెట్టండి ఫస్ట్ పెన్ పెడితే మీరు త్వరగా స్ట్రైక్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ మీకు ఎక్కువ ఎస్ మా పెన్ను పెట్టండి పెన్ను తీసుకోండి మీరే పెన్ను పెట్టి ఆ డిఫరెన్సెస్ చేయండి బాబు నువ్వేయవు చెయ్యి అమ్మా ఇంటూ 3 - 2 గుడ్ ఇంకా నెంబర్ ఎంత వస్తుంది ఇంటూ 3 - 2 నెక్స్ట్ నెంబర్ ఎంత రావాలి ఎస్ అమ్మ ఒక్కసారి చూడండి నా సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ 1 నెంబర్ ఫ్రమ్ ఈచ్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ డిఫరెన్సెస్ ఒక్కొక్క డిఫరెన్స్ నుంచి ఒక్కొక్క నెంబర్ సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయండి ఏమొస్తాయి 4 - 1 ఎంత వచ్చింది 3 నెక్స్ట్ ఎంత నెక్స్ట్ ఎంత నెక్స్ట్ ఎంత నెక్స్ట్ ఎంత ఇవన్నీ ఏమవుతున్నాయి 3 పవర్ 1 3 పవర్ 2 3 పవర్ 3 3 పవర్ 4 3 పవర్ 5 ఎంత వస్తుంది 243. మీరు ఇంతసేపు చేస్తారా క్వశ్చన్ ఎవరైనా? క్లియర్? పాత వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు మీ ఇద్దరు కొద్ది పాతాయి. మీరు మీరు నువ్వే ఎలా చూస్తున్నావు? వాళ్ళకి మీకు డిఫరెన్స్ ఉండాలి కదా, కొత్త వాళ్ళకి పాత వాళ్ళకి. మీరు అదే టైం చేసి పాత వాళ్ళు అదే టైం చేస్తే ఎలా అవుతుంది? అందుకే మనకి 100 నెంబర్స్ ఇచ్చాము ఫస్ట్లో. ఆ టేబుల్ వేసి ఇచ్చామా? ఆ టేబుల్ గుర్తుందా? టేబుల్లో ఉంటాయి ఈ నెంబర్లన్నీ. మీరు అది స్ట్రైక్ అవ్వలేదు అనుకోండి, ఎంతసేపు చేయాలి చూడండి. మళ్ళీ డిఫరెన్సెస్ ఆఫ్ డిఫరెన్సెస్ అలా చేసుకుంటూ పోతారు. దెన్ అండ్ ద గివెన్ నెంబర్స్ కెన్ బి రిటన్ యాజ్ ఎలా రాసుకోవచ్చు? 3 పవర్ n ప్లస్ 1 3 పవర్ 1 ప్లస్ 1 3 పవర్ 2 ప్లస్ 1 3 పవర్ 3 ప్లస్ 1 3 పవర్ 4 ప్లస్ 1 3 పవర్ 5 ప్లస్ 1 3 పవర్ 5 ఎంత? 243 అండ్ 243 ప్లస్ 1 244. లాస్ట్ డిజిట్ ఎంత రావాలి? 4 ప్లస్ 4 8 13 ప్లస్ 24, isn't it? And what is your answer here? 378. 378, that is choice 1.